Good evening, Miss.
Good evening. Nice to see you.
Thanks. Thank you, sir.
How was your day, Mr. Ramirez?
Well, and my day is excellent.
Ah, really? What?
Because the practice and my working now evaluation uh, uh, three uh, 3 months.
3 months.
3 months. And I am there and the end day, but excellent in conclusion.
So you had an evaluation.
Yeah.
And it was good for you. You did it well.
Yeah. And finish, excellent.
Okay. Okay. In conclusion.
In conclusion, yeah.
Okay, good for
I
you.
am very, but happy. In conclusion.
In conclusion, you feel satisfied.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad for you. Good. Happy for you. Okay. I'm happy that it was a good day for you.
Thanks. And the class I need practice English.
You need to practice
Very.
a lot.
I need speak, ¿cómo se dice? Fluidez.
Fluently.
I need friend in English.
Speak fluently.
Yeah.
I need to improve my fluency.
Okay. I need a fluency.
Yeah, I need to improve.
I need to improve a fluency.
My fluency.
My friends. Okay, thanks.
Okay. Well, here we're gonna continue with the next part. Okay, I think it's clear, the part of W's word. And we have, in this case, basically another topic, right? And as always, that we have a new topic, we have a conversation to introduce that topic. Okay, so maybe we won't be today, we won't be working on the book or just on the book, but we have some parts here that introduce the topic in this conversation. So let's do this conversation. I know that you are familiarized with this structure. Maybe it's not new for you, okay? But I've noticed that the pronunciation of regular verbs will be good for you to study, because as let's say, as I listened some readings, some conversations, and the pronunciation for regular verbs needs to be improved, okay? Needs to be practiced, because many of you, I mean, in this class, maybe not all of you, right? But many of you, let's say, don't use the correct pronunciation. So maybe the topic of past simple is not new for you. But I think that the part of pronunciation in regular verbs would be good for you. Okay, but let's start by the beginning. Okay, so here we have a conversation in which you can see the structure. In this case, we have did, we have a past, simple past. But let's read this. It says, did you enjoy the seminar? Yes, I did. I learned a lot. Tell me more. I updated my networking skills. I learned to move from small to smart talk. Great. So, did you make new contacts? Yes, I did. I exchanged business cards with 10 people. Awesome. Okay, so maybe let me tell you about this expression. Awesome. Awesome is similar to, can you give me a synonym for awesome?
Great.
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 Wonderful.
Yeah, amazing, great,
Amazing,
correct.
fabulous.
Fabulous, correct. So that is awesome. Okay, good, great. So you could listen if you notice I didn't pronounce in the same way this. What do they have in common? Well, the ending, right? ed, 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 and ed. That's what they have in common. The ending, ed. But as I said, if you noticed, my pronunciation wasn't the same. All of them end in ed. Supposed to be the same pronunciation because all of them are the same ending. But no, we have 3 different ways to pronounce. That's what we're going to study in this part of Unit 2. But we're going to start with the structure of a simple past. Simple past form. Okay, so here we have. I'm going to read it again, and then you can practice here in the main room because we don't have to do groups, right? So you're gonna do it. So let me do it again once more, and then you can practice. So did you enjoy the seminar? Yes, I did. I learned a lot. Tell me more. I updated my networking skills. I learned to move from small to smart talk. Great. So did you make new contacts? Yes, I did. I exchanged business cards with 10 people. Awesome. Okay, so now it's your turn. Maybe you are first, Mr. Ramirez, Luis, and Miss Rodriguez is Janet. And then you can switch. Okay? Go ahead. Go ahead, please.
Okay. Did you enjoy the seminars?
Enjoy.
Did you enjoy the seminar?
Correct.
Yes, I did. I learned a lot.
Tell me more.
I updated my networking skills. I learned to move from small to smart talk.
Great. So, did you make new contacts?
Yes, I did. I exchanged business cards with 10 people.
Awesome.
Oh, awesome.
Awesome.
Oh, awesome.
Awesome.
No out. It's awesome. Awesome.
Awesome.
There you are. Correct. Awesome. There you are. Correct. Okay. So you can notice in this case, Ms. Rodriguez is learned. No learned, right? Learned. Updated was correct. But we said learned with D at the end. Okay? Just that. The rest, very good, right? And exchange. Exchange is the original verb, right? But in this case, we need to add exchanged. Exchanged. Okay, but we're gonna practice a lot with that. Let's start in this case with the structure in past. Okay, we have here. Maybe you can switch. Can you switch, please? Now, Ms. Rodriguez, you are Luis, and Janet.
Luis.
Yes.
Okay.
Did you enjoy the seminar?
Yes, I did. I learned a lot.
Tell me more.
I entered.
Updated.
Outdated. I updated my new working skills. Learn to move from small to smart talk.
Talk. We don't pronounce the L. Talk.
Talk.
No,
Talk.
not talk. Not talk. Talk.
Talk.
There you
Talk.
are. Correct.
Great. So, did you make new contact?
Yes, I did. I enjoyed business card with 10 people.
Awesome.
Okay, very good. Okay, there we are. So we're gonna continue with, we have some other people here, right? Okay, I haven't seen that there are more people now. Okay, so we're gonna practice that conversation in the breakout room so everybody can do it, right? So welcome to the rest of you. I haven't seen you. So I see that you are now in class, so we can do some breakout rooms. I'm gonna exchange. I'm gonna share the conversation, and then we're gonna practice the structure. Okay, the structure. So, but let me change so you can go to practice this pronunciation. I don't know if you have any doubt about the pronunciation. I don't know if you could listen, or if you have any doubt, those who arrived a little bit after the beginning, do you have any doubt, any question about pronunciation? I don't know if you were already in class when I mentioned that we have 3 different pronunciations, right? In this case, you can see that the common point in these verbs is that we have ed at the end. But the pronunciation I was mentioning, that is not the same. In the first is learned. And the other is updated, or updated, if you want, right? Updated and exchanged. Okay, so you can listen that the N is different. Okay, so in this case, let's remember that we have, in this case, 2 different sounds, but there are 3. But I was telling your classmate that we're gonna study in detail that, and you're gonna practice. We're gonna practice. But this is the pronunciation that we have to start getting familiar with, and that I hope that you apply during the conversation. Remember, learned with D at the end, updated. In this case, we pronounce the ED, updated. And exchanged, that is similar, that learned, because it's with D at the end. Okay, and when we come back, we're gonna talk about these structures. Okay, the structure, first the structure. And after the structure, we're gonna work with regular verb pronunciation. Okay, well, let's go. If you don't have any question, let's go to practice. 5 minutes. So you can exchange, please. You can switch. Okay, give me a second, please. Okay, here we go. You can switch because I have one group of 3 because we don't have to do another. So you can take turns, okay, to practice. So here we go, 5 minutes, because one group has to take turns. So I'm gonna give you the 5 minutes. Try to pronounce, to apply different pronunciation, please.
Ay, Carlos.
Hello. Hello,
Ay,
Patricia.
voy entrando, usted también.
Sí, también, recién ahorita.
Ah, por eso. Por lo que vi es compartir una pantalla para practicar.
Ah, sí, a ver, déjame ver.
Quiero ver.
Ah, invité a otro grupo.
Ah, ok.
Okay, we still have your classmates of breakout room 2 in the breakout room, so let's wait for them. 30 seconds. Okay, 5 seconds. Okay, now everybody is in the main section. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, so let's start by studying something that maybe, as I said at the beginning, you know perfectly, right? That is the structure of past. This is the structure of past. But the order, the position is the same that you learned in present. What's the difference? Well, the difference is that in present, what were the auxiliaries for present? Do you remember?
The verb.
Do?
Do, not the verb, the auxiliary do, correct?
Do.
And what else? That's it?
Subject.
The other option, do
Do or does.
does, right? Okay. When we use do and when you used does. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Okay, can you help your classmates to remember, please? Anybody? Nobody? Yeah?
Do, does, do, does is, do, it does is auxiliaries.
They are auxiliaries.
Yeah, and the first in the sentence and the question.
Okay, they are auxiliaries, but the difference is that the person, right, the subject, in this case, we use I, you, we, they, and on the other hand, we have she, he, and it. That's what you used when you were working with simple present, when you did questions in simple present, right? In that case, we have two groups, this one and this one, two groups. For present, we separated in two groups, right? Well, that is something different in past, because in past is did for everybody, no separation. One group and the other group, no. For did is I, you, we, they, he, she, it. No differences. Everybody with did. That's the first difference between the past, the structures of the past, and the structure of the present. Okay, then we have that. So we have more similar things, you know? We have more similar things because in this case, we have the order is the same. I want a question, I start with an auxiliary. Okay. Plus the verb. Well, I can find plus, but anyway. Plus the subject, the person, right? Plus the verb. And complement, right? So you see, the order is the same. Because I need a question, first the auxiliary, then the person. And after the person, the verb. So in that case, in that sense, it's the same. It's the same. You see? Because we have, do you enjoy the seminar? Does she enjoy the seminar? Was the same order because it's a question. Now the difference is that it's not anymore in present. We don't use do or does. It's past. I need to change do or does for did because it's past. And then I got a question. Just change the auxiliary, this part. If you have present, do or does. But now you want a question in past. So change by did. But the order will be the same. Did you enjoy the seminar? You see? And no changes in the verb, of course, right? This is similar to present. Because if you remember, no changes in the verb. Do you work on Saturdays? Does she work on Saturdays? No changes in the verb. Well, in this case, no changes in the verb. We don't say, what is the past of enjoy? Enjoyed. I won't use, you can see here, we don't use in past, right? We are not using in past because as in present, you already have the auxiliary in past. And the auxiliary represents the change. So we're gonna use the verb in the original form. When you answer in affirmative, we need to change the verb. And for that purpose, we need to memorize those lists, those long lists. We need to memorize them. Okay, maybe one by one, or maybe paying attention, maybe reading, I don't know, but we have to. There's no other way to speak in past than memorizing the verbs in past. Okay, so here we have this structure. What about the affirmatives? Well, you can see here the short answer. Do you remember? If I said, do you remember? The answer is, yes, I do. Because the question is, do you remember? Do you remember? So the question is, yes, I do. Because I have do in the question, my short answer, because I'm not using a WH word, right? So if I'm not using a WH word, I can answer yes, I do, or no, I don't. So in this case, look at this. I'm using do in the question because it indicates that it's present. So my answer is with do. Yes, I do. But in this case, you are using did. So your answer is with did. Do, answer, do. So we always have that connection. Automatically, immediately, you will answer the short answers with the correct auxiliary. Because do you work? Yes, I do. Just pay attention to the way that you are being asked. Just pay attention to the auxiliary in the question. Do you work? Yes, I do. Did you study in this university? Yes, I did. Do you want to go to the party? Yes, I do. Did you want to go to the party? Yes, I did. And if we are using verb to be, is she your sister? Yes, she is. Are they your friends? Yes, they are. So you see, it's easy to answer correctly and automatically. You just have to pay attention to the question, to the auxiliary. So you're supposed to answer in the same way, because it doesn't make sense, right? That you change. If you don't answer with did and the question is with did, if you don't answer with do and the question is with do, it means that you are changing something like this. ¿Compraste un nuevo auto? Sí, lo compro. No, right? Makes sense. Make no sense. So it's the same in English. If you change the auxiliary in the answer, you are changing of tense. And it doesn't have connection. This is in general, right? The way that you can manage the different answers, short answers. Because some people at the beginning, in beginners, some people still say, do you work? Yes, I am. Or does she work? Yes, she is. No, right? Make no sense. Because you are not listening is. You are not listening verb to be. Is, did you, do you, no is, no are. So we don't have to answer with is or with are. Okay, so in this case, easy. You are using did. In the short answer, you will be did. Okay, so here you have again the same order. So did you, auxiliary, subject, verb, and complement. New contacts. The same, right? The same in all the structures in past. You see? It's easy. And that's the structure that we have in past. The short form. Remember, when we want to do a negative, I like to do the comparison in different tenses so you can understand the way that the language works. Not just one by one, the tense. No, you can understand the way that the language works. So that's what I like to compare. When you want to do a negative, you do in present, not work at home. Okay, this is in present. So the auxiliary do takes the negative form, right? And together, we have the famous contraction and the most used, that is don't. Right? Don't. That is for present because you are using do. But that's what you learn. This is what you learned in the previous level, right? The present. Simple present forms. You were working with this auxiliary, how to make negative. You use this word and you add not. So in this case of past, it's the same story. You did now because I need to change do because it's not present. Now it's past. So did, but we always add not to the present. You did not work at home. If you want a complement, yesterday, last week, last year, I don't know. So in this case, we have the contracted form too. of did not, didn't. Here, right? Did not, didn't. The short form. All the tenses have a short form. Didn't. You did not work at home. You didn't work at home. You see how similar they are? Present, past. Basically, what is the change? This part. Look, I'm making a review of the present. You see here and here.
Did and do.
Correct. That's the only change. But look at the rest. It's the same. In this case, right? It's the same. So that's why English is a piece of cake. You know, English is very, very friendly, a friendly language. Because we just need to change one word, the auxiliary, and we are changing of tense. Look how easy. Not like other languages, like Spanish or Portuguese, that we need to change all the conjugations. For each person, a different verb conjugation. Okay, in Spanish, that is the way, right? In Portuguese, that is the way. In French, I don't speak French, but I've heard, because I have some friends who speaks French, and in Italian, and another who speak Italian, and they have told me that we do the same, that we change the verb according to the person. So in Spanish, in Portuguese, I'm sure, right? Because I speak those languages. In French, I'm not sure because I don't speak French, or Italian, but I've known that is the same. But look in English, in 4 languages, we need to change the verb according to the person. But in the case of English, no, just one word. And it's not necessary to change the verb according to the person. Look, very easy, right? It's very easy. English is very friendly, as I said. You see how easy? And then we changed from one tense to another tense. From past to present. From present to past. And if I want to use the future, well, I just change the auxiliary. I won't use do, I won't use did, I will use will. And then I have future. Easy. English is very, very friendly. Okay, but let's focus on the past. I'm explaining this because I want that you understand the language. No focus in one tense. And then you will analyze, or will you just memorize without understanding the next tense and the next tense? No, it's the same. Basically, it's the same idea. That's what I want you to see. That's what I want you to see. Okay, no one by one. I'm explaining past, but I think it's good to explain it in a way that you will see that it's the same. So you just know the auxiliary, and you can do some other tenses. And we always add to the auxiliary not. That's why we have do not, don't, did not, didn't. Present and past. Negative. Okay, this is the negative answer. Didn't. And the affirmative, did, right? Yes, I did. Yes, she did. For everybody, remember, in past, for everybody is did. Okay. I don't know if you have any questions so far. No questions? Okay, if we don't have, no, okay, thanks for answering. Thank you. Okay, in this case, you're gonna work with this while I take the attendance. Okay, let me share this exercise. So while I'm taking the attendance, because now we have more people, so I better take the attendance. When you are just maybe 3, 4, I can look for your name in the list. But more takes more time. If I do it, I'm looking for everybody in the list, right? So it's better, it's faster if I just mention your, okay. Well, I haven't seen this. Okay, so that's what you're gonna solve, please. So you see here, we have here, that's what I sent, but let me show you. Okay, this is according to the conversation, right? Did Luis go to a seminar? Pass. It already is not the present, right? Maybe it was yesterday, it was the last week. So did Luis go to a seminar? Yes, he did, or no, he didn't. That's what I was explaining, right? Did, because the question is in past, is did. And the negative did not, the contracted form didn't. Okay? Use yes, did, or no, the person, right, didn't, as a short answer to questions about the past. Because you can see here that we don't have a WH word, we don't have when, we don't have what, who, which. So we can answer yes or no. Okay, so try to solve it, please.
No, he didn't.
Okay, no, he didn't. Okay, solve it. I think that is correct. Solve it while I'm taking the attendance, please. Just tell me hello, present, when I mention your name. Okay, so give me a second to open the list. And you can work while I'm calling your names. You can work, you can solve. Okay, sorry. Okay, sorry. Everybody will be in the main room. Okay, now everybody's back. Okay, sorry, my mistake. You don't have to go out, to go to the breakout rooms. Sorry, my mistake. I make click in a place that I didn't have to make click. Okay, so you didn't have to go to the breakout rooms. Excuse
No
me.
problem. No problem, miss.
Okay, sorry. Okay, so let's go with the attendance list. Jose Mauricio Barrientos.
Present, teacher.
Okay,
Yes,
sir.
yesterday too, teacher.
Yes, I know. Here you have present. Before yesterday you didn't, right? But
Okay.
yesterday you did.
Okay,
Before
thank you.
yesterday, no.
Okay.
Okay. So Andres Armando.
Present, miss.
Okay, Mr. Ramirez, thanks. Rebecca Lorena. Well, she has never been. I guess she won't be. Patricia Carolina.
Present, teacher.
Okay, miss. Thank you. Gloria Luz. No, I don't think. Yes, no, these people no. Okay, so Kevin Joel de León. Kevin
Present.
Joel. Ah, okay, there you are. Okay. Let's continue with Carla Maria.
Present, teacher.
Okay, Mrs. Ayala. Juan Carlos Rodríguez. All right. Okay, just let me mute everybody. Okay, let's continue. Elizabeth Esmeralda.
Present.
Okay. Today, present. Okay, Ana del Carmen.
Present.
Okay, Miss Castro. Carlos Francisco. No. It says, let me see, Diana or Dina, let me see, because it's covered here. It's Mejía de Hernández. Mejía de Hernández? No. Marlene Yesenia? No. Oscar Heriberto? No, he has never been in class. Adalberto, Isaac Adalberto?
Present, teacher.
Okay, Mr. Rodríguez. Daniel Eduardo? No. Daniel Alejandro? No. Omar José? Not today. Emily Tatiana? No, she has never been in class. Marroquín, let me see, was Katia? Marcela?
I'm here, teacher.
Okay, miss. Thanks. Giancarlo?
Present, teacher.
Okay, sir. Okay, anybody who I didn't mention? So I can add you in the list. If I didn't mention, let me know and I can add you. No? Okay, let's continue. I think that you could solve it. Are you ready? Yes? Ready?
Yes, yes, go.
Oh, okay. So let me share. Let me share here. Give me a second, please, to share. Okay. Here it is. Okay. Did Luis go to a seminar?
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
Ajá. ¿Quién da más?
Ajá.
¿Quién da más?
Mm,
Who agrees with Miss Rodriguez, I think. And who agrees with Giancarlo, I think. I don't know if I'm wrong. Who agrees with them?
Yes, he did.
Nobody? Yeah, it didn't, right? He didn't. Did you, yes, did you enjoy? Tell me, because he is asking about the seminar, right? Tell me more. So maybe he was not able to be there. The one who was there was Janet. So
yeah.
yes, that is correct. He didn't. Did Janet updated her networking skills?
Yes, she did.
Yes,
Yes,
she
she
did.
did. Yes, she did. Yes. Did Janet learn to go from small to smart talk or talk?
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
Okay, again,
Yes,
two
she
different.
did.
Yes, she
Yes,
did.
she did. Yes, she did. Look at here. It says,
No, she didn't.
I updated my
I
networking
updated
skills.
my network skills.
And learned to move from small to smart talks. Talk, singular. Okay. So yes, she did. I mean, yes, she did, right? Okay. And the last one, did Luis exchange business card with 10 people?
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
Yes, no, he didn't. Who exchanged it? Who did it?
Janet.
Janet was the one who exchanged, right?
Business.
The business, yes, correct, the business cards. Okay, so the point here is the use of the structures. We have here many questions, did, and then the person, maybe Luis, maybe Janet, right? So Luis is equivalent to he, Janet is equivalent to she, but no problem, right? Did with everybody. Then we have the verb, go, update, learn, exchange. You see? That's the combination for the order if we want to do a question in English. That's the order. Again, think in English, just think, okay, I want to do a question. If I want to do a question, I need to start with this. Of course that you won't do that before each question, right? At the beginning, you can do this exercise. And at the beginning, you can start thinking with this order. But suddenly, de repente, suddenly, you will see yourself that you don't even think about the order just at the beginning. And then automatically, naturally, it will come to your mind with the order of the elements that you need. But at the beginning, I recommend you to do that exercise. Okay, I want to do a question, did, because it's a question in past. Then the person, did my mother, did your friend, did the employees, did the company, did the students, did she, did my grandma, did the taxi drivers? I don't know any person, but you are focused on the order, did and the person. And then what? The verb, drive, speak, go, come, achieve, get, the verb. So do that exercise in English, think in English, think in English. Okay, some people say, but it's difficult to think in English because you want to let's say do it without maybe any technique. But if you think in the order, if you understand the language, it will be, I think, a little bit easier to think in English, not to do translation, not to put in order from Spanish to English, from English to Spanish. Pero teacher, y cuando necesite traducir, yes, you will do, but no while speaking, right? And we get that skill, you know, not to think in another language, that just in the language that we are using. And we can do it. We can do it because I think it's easier. It's easier. You know, when you learn the next language, you will do it. Pero es que ya con 3 me voy a enredar. Okay, yeah, but sometimes you know what happens? When we start a new language, maybe a third language, what happens is that because we want to think, right? To think in a language that we want to express our ideas, and we need to express the ideas, and we can't do it at the beginning, we try to replace, you know, maybe for the second language. In my case, sometimes it's because maybe I was thinking that it wasn't my native language. When I was learning Portuguese, I thought in English. Because maybe unconsciously, I was thinking, I was trying to use a new language that was not my native language. So unconsciously, when I was thinking, trying to think at the beginning in Portuguese, I thought in English. It is curious, right? I don't know if it had happened to you, but it's natural. It's natural that we try to replace. It's natural, I think. But we have to go against. We have to go against that because it's natural that it happens to our minds. But if we try to understand the structures, the order, we can oversee that. Podemos superar eso. Yeah, believe me that it had happened to me. So I think, well, I never have a strong problem not thinking in the language that I'm speaking. You know, maybe at the beginning we want to use the other language, but I think that is harder. Don't think in Spanish and English because it's harder. Believe me, it's harder if we do that translation. We get confused because the order is not the same, right? So that's what I can recommend you. Look at the order, look at the elements, look at the structure, and think in that order. Okay, what I want to talk about in past. What kind of sentence? Question. Okay, so did. Then person. Did she? Did you? Then the verb. Did she go? Did she study? Did they work? Did you enjoy? Do that exercise, but consciously. No, just repeating like robots. No, do it consciously. Okay, do it consciously. Look at some questions and identify did and the person, Janet, update, verb. Did Janet, the person, learn the verb? Did the auxiliary? Look at some sentences, or maybe you can create your own sentences for that people, for those who got the problem to think in Spanish because it's very common. That's why I'm giving you this recommendation, this detail, this technique. Do this exercise and it will help you. It will help you not to think in Spanish to English. Okay, do that exercise. Because it's natural. It's natural that at the beginning our brain wants to think in the other language. But if we pay attention to that request, the brain's request, right? A la petición del cerebro, si le hacemos caso, ahí nos quedamos. So that's why we have to go again, because I think it's a natural process that we want to use a language in which we can express our ideas without, and we want to do it. It happens. It happens. Okay? So do it. If you have that problem, do it. Do what I said. Do what I was telling you, and maybe you will improve that problem. Okay, so that's what we have. So you see, it's easy. So here you have the structure. Here. Look at the words in bolds. Remember that bolds are black letters, right? And complete the sentences below. So we have, I learned a lot. I've updated, I exchanged. Those are the affirmatives. Affirmatives. Then we have negatives. And finally, we have interrogatives. You see? So for the affirmatives, we need to change the verb into past. Into past. But it's the same verb for everybody. I learned, you learned, he learned, she learned, we learned. I spoke. I spoke, she spoke, they spoke, we spoke, he spoke. You see? Again, easy, because it's the same for everybody. In affirmative, the point is to memorize what is the past of each verb. But you're gonna use the same for everybody. And we have two groups in past, regulars and irregulars. But we're gonna work on that later, okay? And negative, what I explained. The auxiliaries did that indicates that is in past, and in this case, takes the negative, not. Remember that we don't translate. We don't find a translation. Luis didn't attend the attended seminar. That I is incorrect. Okay, Luis didn't attend the seminar. So, or didn't attend a seminar. One of them, right? But not together. This is here a mistake. Or is this? Or is this? But no both. Here we have a mistake. Okay, so in this case, you see here, didn't. But it indicates that the verb is in past. But is in past in negative. Okay, you see? It indicates that it's in past, but in negative. No asistió. No asistió. So the work of the auxiliary goes over the verb. It takes the translation in past because the auxiliary itself doesn't have a specific meaning. Solito no dice nada. No. ¿No qué? Necesito el verbo para que se haga en pasado, because the auxiliary itself doesn't have a specific translation. Okay, it goes with the verb. It melts, right? Se funde, se une, se derrite con el verb. The auxiliary individually doesn't say anything. You see? And we have here finally what I explained too, did, the interrogative. Did, enjoy, the verb, and the person. Here we have affirmative, negative, and interrogative. And as you can see, the base is did. Did, combined with not, but did, and affirmative specific past. Okay, that's what we have. And we have here, right? The simple past describe past events, use the verb in the ed or the form, base forms. For positive sentences, for negative sentences, use don't, did, don't for present, right? And didn't for past. And the ed or the base form. That's what I've been explaining. Okay, that's what basically what I've been explaining. So don't worry about this. Okay, so how can we create? How can we create questions? Here you have the verb, right? So let's create questions and short and long answers. Look, short and long answers. Let's do this in groups. So maybe you can help each other. Just let me share. Before you go to work on this part, I don't know if you have any question. Before you go to work. If you have any doubt about the structure, about the order, tell me. No? Okay, let's work. I'm gonna share with you this part so you can solve it with your classmates. And then we're gonna compare. If you finish before the 5 minutes, send it to the group, please, to the WhatsApp group. If you finish before 5 minutes. And if you finish after 5 minutes, send it too. Okay, anyway, send it. We're gonna make groups of 3 and 4, so everybody can help. You're gonna do it faster because you will be 3 and 4 in each group. So everybody, please help your classmates. Say no, you need did. Then the person, remember, no changes in the verb because you have did, that indicates past. Okay? Help each other. Okay, we're waiting for the rest of your classmates. They're still in the breakout rooms. So let's wait some seconds for they to come back. No, everybody's already here. Okay, so let's see what you have. The questions are in general, right? Everybody's supposed to have the same question, same structure. The answers will or can have a variation, but the questions are the same. So let's see, group number 1, can you help me with the question and the answer of number 2? Group number 1, let me see who. Andres, Miss Castro, Carla Maria, and Mr. De Leon.
Did she meet new people?
Did you meet new people? No, but number 2.
Number 2, did you enjoy the seminar?
Correct. Did you enjoy the seminar? Answers? What answers do you have?
Yes, she did.
Yes?
She did.
But in this case, it's did you? So it's not did she.
Yes, I did.
Yes, correct. Yes, I, because it's you, miss.
Okay.
So yes, I do. I mean, yes, I did. Yes, I did. Okay, and as a compliment, a long answer. That is a short, right? That is correct. Yes, I did. But a long answer?
Yes, I did.
Seminary last month. Enjoy this seminar.
I enjoyed because it's past. I need to pass to pass the verb, right? So I enjoyed, enjoy present, enjoyed. Okay. Okay, that's one option, right? That's one general option that just make the question long answer and a short answer. But if you want to add additional information, for example, can be, did you enjoy the seminar? Yes, I did. It was awesome. Okay, I learned a lot of things that day. Oh, yes, it was great. It was amazing because it was very dynamic. You can add another answer, a complement that you can create, or you can focus in the long specific answer. Yes, I did. I enjoyed the seminar. Or you can add some other information. Okay, so those are the 2 options that you have. Let's continue group number 2 with question 3. Can you give me the question and the possible answers? Group number 2, that it would be Elizabeth, Mr. Barrientos, y Miss Rodriguez.
Number 3.
Number 3.
Do you meet new people?
New, without a.
No. Did you meet new people?
Okay, there we are. Better?
Yes, I did.
Okay, the
yes,
short
I did.
answer. Yes, but
short
the long
answer.
Yeah, and the long?
Yes, I did. El verbo en pasado.
Correct.
I don't know how's the verb.
Met. Yeah.
I met new people.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, I did. I met new people. And even you can do a combination, right? Both. Yes, I did. I met new people. But most of the time it's not necessary. Just the short answer. Yes, I did. But it's common. It's not. It doesn't sound strange if we said Yes, I did. I met new people. Or more different, right? Out of the question, you can say, yes, I did. Actually, I met the person in charge of the seminar. He was a very nice man. Okay, let's say if you want to speak more and if you want to add a different answer, we can do it too. Of course, we don't always have to follow to sound like robots, right? Yes, I did. I enjoyed the seminar. It's correct. But imagine a conversation. It won't be natural if we always did you enjoy the seminar? Yes, I did. I enjoyed the seminar. Did you meet new people? Yes, I did. I met new people. Did you? No, right? One can be, is correct, sounds good, but all the questions that we will follow the same structure, maybe it's not, doesn't sound natural. So we can do a combination. Maybe once we can answer, yes, I did. The other, yes, I did. I enjoyed the seminar. And the other, yes, I did. It was amazing because the people were really nice and they gave me extra information. Okay, and I really learned a lot. That's the way that we're gonna answer in a real conversation, right? It will be a combination. Okay, so maybe you can do a combination. Like your classmate answered, that is correct. And we are practicing here the short answer. And the long answer, that the truth is that is like the last answer, right? Yes, I met new people. That's what we are practicing. That's what the exercise asks you. But I'm asking you a little bit more because in real conversations, we won't focus just on those answers. In real conversations, we will follow out of the question. Okay? But the exercise to get familiar with the structure is that, yes, I did, and to repeat with the long answers. But if it is possible for you, invent, okay, the rest of the answer. Okay, if it is possible for you. But if you don't have any idea how to answer, just exactly with the short answer and the long answer related to the question, no problem. That's a good beginning, no problem. Let's see, number 4. Group number 3. Please, it would be group number 3. Giancarlo and Patricia.
Yeah.
Patricia, did you learn something?
Yes, I did.
Okay, that's correct. The short answer. Now, can you give me the long answer?
Yes, I did. I learned something interesting.
Okay, yes, I did. I learned. We don't pronounce the E there. I learned something very, yes, correct. Really interesting. Interesting. Okay, that's a compliment. Correct. You see? So we have a combination, right? Number 5. Let's go again with thanks, group number 3. Let's go again with group number 1. Mr. Ramirez, Ms. Castro, Mrs. Ayala, and Mr. De Leon. Number 5.
Did you network in the convention?
Did you network in the convention?
Yes, Yes, I did.
Okay. Yes, I did. And in the long?
Yes, I did. I did not work.
Oh, yes,
in
I
the
did.
conver-
Yes, I networked, in this
Work.
case, right?
Network.
Networked.
Work.
Ah, look, here we have the other sound. Finally, it appears, because most of the sounds that we have here is ed or d, but here we have one example with the other sound. In this case, it's worked. It's not
Worked.
work. Yes, it's not worked. It's not worked with d. In this case, it's with t. Worked.
Worked.
So in this case, you see, guys, we have here three consonants. We have R, we have K, and this takes the sound of a T. So we have R, K, and T. This is the ending of the pronunciation for this. Networked. Networked. I'm making an emphasis, right? So you can listen that we pronounce all the sentence. I mean, all the consonants. But of course, that we pronounce it together and we are speaking fast, it doesn't sound so strong. But we are pronouncing three of them. Networked. Listen, it's different. Networked. It's different, right? It's different. Okay, but we're gonna study that. Don't worry. But here we have, finally, we have one with the T. Not just with D and with ED. Those are the three sounds. Okay, well. And finally, number 6, volunteers. Group number 2 or number 3, volunteers. Any member of group 2 and or group 3?
Did you exchange business cards?
Okay, correct. And your answer?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
And the long answer? Yes, I exchanged some business cards with other people.
Okay, I exchanged business cards is plural, with other people, right? With important people. Okay, so I have new contacts. Okay, so you see, that's the way that we can answer short and long. And we get familiar with short. Now you know did, okay, or didn't. Nobody used the negatives. It was up to you, right? If you wanted to use the negative, but no problem. But just remember that in the negative, yes, I did. I mean, yes, I did. And oh, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. It was impossible for me because it was really, really crowded. I know that when we are in real conversations, we can have more material to speak, right? That when we are trying to imagine the answer. But when you are in a real situation, a real conversation, you will see that you will go out of this structure, or you will use one and you will have a complement. But you know now the formal, let's say the basic, not formal, but the basic structure. Okay, so we're gonna go out of the book for a while, and we're gonna do together these exercises, a couple of exercises. Okay, we're gonna do together a couple of exercises. Let me share for you. Okay, this. We're gonna do some of them. I don't know, maybe you want to work it individually. So just let me show you here. And if you want, you can work it individually. Okay, remember the main point is to recognize the order, to respect the order. So can you tell me, please, what is the first that I need?
They.
They, because we can see that it's affirmative, right? After they, if it is affirmative,
Played.
played, because it's the verb. They played the card yesterday. Now you can see that it's a question. So what do I need first if it is a question?
Did.
Correct. After
Did.
this,
She.
she, after this, the person.
Paint.
She.
Paint, after the person, the verb. And a complement,
Last.
right?
Week last week.
Picture last week.
Did she paint
A
a picture
Picture
last
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 week.
week.
Last week.
Last week.
Correct. Negative. What do I need?
Didn't.
Excuse me?
Didn't.
No, because it's a negative. Is negative is not didn't at the beginning. It's not a
We
question.
didn't.
The person, right? That in this case is we.
We
Uh-huh.
Didn't.
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 Okay. We
Didn't.
didn't.
After
Phone our friends yesterday.
phone is the verb, right? So you see, that's what you have to think. The person, the negative form, and then the verb. And the complement.
Or Brian gesture.
Okay. So you're gonna continue working on that. You see the way that it is? Do you want to do it like a contest or individually? A contest? Competencia or individually?
Individuals.
Individually, why? Okay, well, I'm gonna share with you the link so you can work it individually. Remember that the objective of this exercise that I got for you is that you concentrate, that you are using the order. Okay, is the question did. After did, who am I talking about? ¿De quién estoy hablando? Person, this. Then, okay, verb, be conscious. Be conscious what you are doing. Okay, so that's the way that our brain will manage and will use the correct information. So there you have the link to work individually. And send the picture, please, the screenshot, when you finish. Okay, I got 3. I don't know if you have any doubt with any sentence that you said, I don't know why it was of this way. I didn't understand that sentence. It looks that it's fairly good for you, right? I mean, the punctuation seems to be good. Okay, but for those who didn't got 100, I don't know if you have any doubt about any sentence. No? Oh, well, it's almost time, right? We're gonna do this practice tomorrow. And some other speaking activities, right? A couple of exercises more. And we're gonna work with ED pronunciation. Okay, so, but I want you to maybe, for those who already finished, okay, for example, what food did you prepare during the weekend? The last weekend, right? What food did you prepare during the weekend? Look, we have what? So we can say yes, no, right? We need a full answer. What food did you prepare during the weekend? So in this case, we can say that I prepared. The pronunciation is with D at the end because this is regular. So I prepared Chinese food, for example. Okay, one question for you. Okay, I'm gonna add in your last trip, did you take some photographs, Miss Rodriguez? In the last trip that you have, did you take some photographs?
No, I didn't.
You didn't.
No, I
Okay.
didn't.
Don't you like photos?
No,
No, why?
no, I don't like it.
You don't like it. Why?
Because
Tell me.
I'm not
Photogenic.
yeah,
But not you, but other people.
the other people. I don't have time.
You don't have time.
No.
On vacations, on a trip, you don't have time. Enjoy your life, miss.
In
Enjoy your life.
vacation, maybe. In vacation, maybe.
On vacation.
On vacation.
On vacation, maybe.
Maybe.
Okay,
So-
well. Okay, thanks anyway. Take photos. You capture time, Miss Rodriguez. You capture time in photos. Okay. You can let's say freeze time. Okay. Well, tomorrow we're gonna have conversations, right? In past. You will create questions. You will answer my questions. You will do questions for your classmates. So tomorrow is practice, okay? Because now I think I share with you the information about the structure, and I'm gonna explain again the but I'm gonna explain one more time because I need to share the information about the pronunciation. Okay, so we have many good things for tomorrow, very good things to use every day. So I hope that you don't miss class tomorrow and we can practice. Put into
Take care, my
practice.
friend. Take care.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, sir.
Bye-bye, teacher. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thanks.
Bye.
Good night.
Good
Good
night.
night. Good night.